we are doing a full revamp on this trailer. I've got a new axle, new springs, new shackle links, new rotors, calipers, new brake lines, and a new A60 going in. Let's get to it. New 4,200 pound axle. Let's get it ready for some paint. Honestly, don't know what I've done without this thing. Thank you, Harbor Freight, for sending this out. Start prepping for paint. Spindle's covered. Really the only stuff I like using. Rust-Oleum Performance High Enamel. Axle's painted. Let's let that dry. Start working on the trailer. Got 3 jack stands in, 1 in the front, 2 in the back. One side's off. Second side's off. I got a new tool. See if it works here today. I've got to get those bolts off right there. Got to get them off for the caliper mounts. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. The thing might be on there though. What'd they use? Oh, yes. I've got the power. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Those are normally a pain to get off. Highly recommend the tight reach just based off of that. It'll be on my Amazon storefront. Taking off other side. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Do you know how many times I've battled those bottom bolts? That came off so easy. Since we're changing everything, let's get everything off. Just 2 bolts, take the whole assembly off. 7/8 for the nut, 13/16 for the bolt head. We're changing all the lines, so snip. Axle's fully disconnected. Axle assembly's out. And that brand new one got all torn up. And we're replacing the main lines on the trailer. Well, we're replacing all the lines on a trailer. If I can grab this and just yank. I can grab and yank. Wiring goes there, that goes there. We can cut everything. Good, now we just pull that assembly out. 2 ring clamps. Oh, nylon's on the rear, that's supposed to go on the front. Metal's on the front, that's supposed to go on the rear. Pins are out. Old assembly's out. New mainline hose is going in. Feed it through this. Should feed, hopefully, please. They didn't make it big enough. God, it needs to be just big enough for that. Okay, we'll figure out a solution for that. I have some frame clips I can use. That goes up and into that. Wiring is flush. It is fed through the line here. Putting new A60 in. Feeds in perfectly. Take front pins out. Slide the rest in there. Rear pin is in. You put flat washers on the rear. Front pin's going in. Nylon bushing goes in the front. New A60 is installed. New brake line is in. New backup solenoid wiring is into the sheathing. Everything closes. Throw that back on. Assembly's all back together. I'm gonna finish putting the main line on the trailer. Main line is ran, clipped onto the frame. New springs going in. I've got new shackle links. And I have new bolts and nuts. 1 shackle link on, 2 shackle links on. Axle tie is going towards the front and rear spring going on. We're gonna leave these untightened until we get the axle on with the U-bolts on. Rear shackle links going on, front bolt going on. Spring tie is going towards the front of the trailer. Rear bolt is in, front nut is on, rear nut is on. Let's get the axle on. New axle's going in. One side saddle is on. Second side saddle's on. New U-bolts going over the top. New tie plates on the bottom. U-bolts, tie plate, nuts are on. They're not tight yet. Passenger side's on. Let's tighten everything down. Driver side's tight. Passenger side's tight. 7/8 for the nut, 13/16 for the head. Tight. Little tap for room. Beautiful. Driver side's tight. Tap for some room. There's room. Suspension's on. Suspension's tight. Spindle is clean. Port is in the correct position. Got some tape in the end of this thing. What's that doing in there? All right, grease port is clear. I need that. Driver side's ready. All right, we installed a grease zerk on the front here. Hub and rotor assembly is going on to the spindle. Large D-washer because it is a 4,200 pound spindle nut. Spin wheel tightening. Driver side 50. Back off. Finger tight. Cage over the top. Cotter pin. Bend cotter pin one way, bend it the other way. Take your grease gun with Vault hybrid grease. Spin while filling the hub. And then run out of grease midway through it. And return with new grease inside the grease gun. Continue to spin while filling up grease. Grease is filled up in the hub, coming around the outer bearing. Take grease zerk off the end of the spindle. Put thread locker on the vault cap. Confirm vault cap has grease just to the bottom little clip. Driver side cotter pin is verified. Confirm you have positive pressure on the vault cap. This should protrude just a little bit, which it is. Driver side's installed. Made it to the other side. Install your grease zerk. 5/16 wrench will put these on. Slide your hub and rotor assembly on. D-washer, spindle nut. Tighten spindle nut. Spin while tightening. Passenger side, 50. Back off spindle nut. Finger tight. Cage over the top. Cotter pin. Bend cotter pin opposite ways. Fill hub with hybrid grease. Spin while filling. Confirm grease is through the outer bearing and around the outer washer. Take grease zerk off. Thread locker on cap. Passenger side cotter pin is verified. Cap is pre-filled with hybrid grease up to the line. Vault cap is slightly protruding. There is positive pressure in the system. Axle is installed with the vault system on it. Driver side calipers going on. Top is threading. Bottom is threading. Top is tight. Bottom is tight. Top torqued. Bottom torqued. Driver side's on. Caliper going on passenger side. Top is threaded. Bottom one's usually a little harder. Bottom's threaded. New tight reach tool. Top is tight. Bottom's tight. Top is torqued. Bottom's torqued. Passenger side calipers on. We're going to install hydraulic lines. This side's tight. Got passenger side ran, driver side ran. And we're going to tighten all the hydraulic lines into the T-connector. Tight. Good and tight. Clip all zip ties. And we got one more zip tie that we'll throw over the top of this. Want to leave enough space from the main line so nothing gets drug. Hydraulic lines are on, tight, ran. Looks good. Huge shout out to Tight Reach on this. This is a great tool. One of my buddies recommended it. It made putting on these calipers a breeze. I absolutely love this. I'll put it on my Amazon storefront if anyone wants to buy it. And time to bleed. Best way to bleed these is get a funnel kit from Harbor Freight. Get the biggest funnel, cut the bottom down, and then it'll go right into the 860 top and make a nice seal. Fill up your brake fluid all the way. Good seal. Let's go open the longest run. Longest run is the driver's side on this trailer. Open bleeder valve and start pumping. And you'll have bubbles at the beginning of it because it's essentially bench bleeding, and then it'll start going down nice and easy. And bubbles are going away. Fluid's starting to go down. I do see fluid in the bleeder bottle back there. Pump this a little bit more. Bleeder bottle is filling up. There is no air in the lines. And let's go to the second longest run. Second longest run is open. Fill it up a little bit more and start pumping. This one's filling up well. Bleeder bottle is getting fluid. I'll go till right about there. Fluid in the lines. Bleeder is tight. Now we check for back pressure. Beautiful. Cups are filled. I've got solid back pressure. I have a little bit of fluid in there that I need to bleed out just a little bit, and then I can take this out. And you want about a 1/4 inch from the top into the master cylinder. About a 1/4 inch from the top. Plug is on. Passenger side's free spinning. Driver side's free spinning. Brakes are on. Passenger side's locked up. Driver side's locked up. Brakes are off. Driver side free spinning. Passenger side free spinning. All brakes work. All lights are working, except for one. Let's check them. IPA Tools 4105 is plugged in. Marker lights are on. Front passenger side light is on. Rear is on. Left turn's on and working. Got one bad marker light on the rear, but I couldn't get it working. There's a new bulb in there, but those other two are working. Right turn's on and working. Marker lights are on. Passenger side front fender and marker light passenger side front frame. And those two bulbs in the mid frame are new. Lights and wiring work. Oh, let's check backup solenoid. Backup solenoid, I can feel it. Off. Perfect. All lights and wiring sans one works. And torque and lug nuts. 1/2 inch 20, gonna go to 105. All lug nuts are torqued. If you need to know the torque spec on your lug nuts, Allred Trailer Service /blog. I have a torque spec chart on one of the blog posts. Let's do the rundown on this trailer. 1 new axle, 2 new springs, 4 new shackle links, 6 new bolts and nuts, new rotors, new calipers, new bearings, new seals, new grease, new actuator, all new brake lines. This job's done. I'm on to the next.